In the electrifying realm of action cinema, two names stand out not just for their charisma but for their bone-crunching prowess: Michael Jai White and Jason Statham. Each has carved out a formidable reputation in their respective arenas, delivering unforgettable performances that have thrilled audiences and set the bar for cinematic combat. But what happens when these two titans of the martial arts world face off in a showdown? Buckle up as we delve into a fight that promises to be as intense as it is captivating. Michael Jai White, known for his role as the hard-hitting martial arts master, is not just an actor but a genuine fighter. His resume reads like a martial arts encyclopedia, with extensive training in multiple disciplines including Taekwondo, Kyokushin Karate, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. White's physicality is not just for show. His performances in films like Blood and Bone and Undisputed II, Last Man Standing, attest to his genuine combat skills. His strengths lie in his formidable physique and his ability to blend high-flying kicks with brutal strikes. White's presence in the ring is both commanding and fluid, a result of years of honing his craft. However, White's strengths are matched by certain weaknesses. His reliance on power can sometimes lead to predictable patterns in his fight choreography. While his explosive moves are impressive, they can be countered if an opponent manages to disrupt his rhythm. Additionally, White's size, while intimidating, might be a disadvantage in terms of agility against a more nimble adversary. His style, although devastating, can occasionally lack the tactical subtleties that could be exploited by a more strategic fighter. Enter Jason Statham, the British sensation whose fame was propelled by roles in high-octane films like The Transporter and Crank. Statham's fighting style is the antithesis of White's in many respects. A trained diver and martial artist, Statham's background in Wing Chun and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu complements his quick reflexes and razor-sharp tactical mind. His strength lies in his ability to blend realistic, gritty combat with an almost balletic precision. Statham's choreography is often characterized by his adaptability and efficiency, traits that make him a slippery target and a formidable opponent. Yet, Statham is not without his vulnerabilities. His lighter build, while advantageous for speed, could be a disadvantage in a direct confrontation with someone of White's imposing stature. Statham's focus on practical street fighting techniques means he might lack the raw power that White brings to the table. Additionally, his more agile style may not always be sufficient to withstand the sheer force of a well-placed strike from a powerhouse like White. So, who emerges victorious in this clash of the titans? The answer lies in the nuances of their fighting styles and how each adjusts to the other's strengths and weaknesses. In a hypothetical showdown, Michael Jai White's initial advantage would stem from his raw power and physicality. His high-impact strikes and ability to control the pace of the fight would force Statham to adopt a defensive posture. White's strength would make it difficult for Statham to land a clean hit, and his power strikes could potentially wear down Statham over time. However, Statham's agility and strategic acumen are not to be underestimated. He would likely use his speed to evade White's powerful blows, aiming to exploit any overcommitment or gaps in White's defense. Statham's technique would allow him to target vulnerable areas, and his experience with fast-paced, fluid combat could provide him with the means to outmaneuver White's brute strength. Ultimately, the outcome of such a fight would hinge on the ability of each fighter to adapt and capitalize on their opponent's weaknesses. While White's power might give him the upper hand initially, Statham's adaptability and quick reflexes could turn the tide in his favor if he manages to survive the early onslaught and exploit any openings. In the end, it is likely that Jason Statham would emerge victorious in this epic showdown. His tactical intelligence, combined with his agility and experience in dynamic combat scenarios, would enable him to outlast and outmaneuver White's power-driven approach. While White's brute strength is formidable, Statham's ability to adapt and exploit weaknesses would give him the edge in a prolonged encounter. In the world of action cinema, where every punch and kick is a testament to the art of combat, this hypothetical clash between Michael Jai White and Jason Statham showcases not only their impressive skills but also the intricate balance of power and strategy that defines the essence of a true fight.